Good day everyone, this is your Kuya CK and welcome back to our YouTube channel. Sa mga hindi pa nakasubscribe sa channel natin, I encourage everyone to kindly click the subscribe button and click the like button of this video para mas marami pa tayong mahikayat na accountancy students para manood ng mga videos natin. Okay? So again, thank you so much sa mga nakasubscribe na and wag na nating patagalin. Let's start this tutorial. Okay? So, yung topic natin is a continuation of our topics related to merchandising business. Okay? And ang topic natin today is about completing the cycle for a merchandising business. So, nung mga nakaraan, pinag-usapan natin yung mga topics na pampadagdag doon sa idea ng merchandising business kasi meron na tayong foundation from our service business, 'di ba? And yung cycle naman ni service ay same lang din ang cycle ni merchandising, pero may mga topics or may mga ideas lang na kailangan nating pag-usapan kasi yung ino-offer natin sa customers ay hindi na service lang but rather meron ng involvement ng inventory, okay, or ng merchandise. Okay? So, last time, pinag-usapan natin yung periodic and the perpetual. So, yung completing the cycle is more of focus on the periodic side. Okay? So, pag-usapan ulit natin ano ba yung periodic inventory system. So, yung periodic, when it comes to the inventory, hindi tayo nag-update ng balance ng inventory natin kapag may nangyayaring transaction. Kaya dito sabi ay no perpetual record of cost of sales. Kasi si cost of sales din ay nakukuha or na co-compute natin using the inventory balance. Okay? So now, dahil hindi nga tayo laging nagre-record or nag-update ng balances ni inventory, is saka lang natin nakukuha yung balance niya ni inventory kapag nagkaroon tayo ng physical count. Napaka-importante ng physical count because this is the only way, okay, the only way to obtain the cost of the ending inventory in periodic inventory system. Okay. So, ito lang daw yung pwede nating maging dahilan para ma-update natin accurately yung ating ending inventory. Okay, or para makuha natin yung ending inventory natin. So, meron ding kahalagahan si physical count kasi si ending inventory kapag nakuha na natin, napaka-importante niya because this is the deducting value to our cost of goods available for sale or what we also called as TIGAS or total goods available for sale. Meaning, ito yung pinagsamang beginning inventory from last period tsaka yung inventory na na-purchase natin this period. Okay? So, yan daw yung deducting value natin sa ending inventory kay cost of goods available for sale to obtain the cost of goods sold. So, kung mapapansin nyo or matatandaan ninyo, di ba ang ating pro forma in getting the cost of sales is beginning inventory plus net cost of purchases equals total goods available for sale less the ending inventory and then saka natin makukuha si cost of goods sold. Okay? So, ganyan kasi yung pro forma natin. No? And then, it appears, or sa ending inventory, it appears daw as the merchandise inventory in the current asset section of the balance sheet because we know na si balance sheet ay it's about stating the financial position of the company for after a period of time. Meaning to say ng financial position, ano na yung updated balances ng mga accounts natin. Okay? Because that would represent the financial status or financial health of the business itself. No? So, crucial sa ending inventory because it affects both the income statement and the balance sheet. Sa income statement, yun nga, yung pagkuha ng COGS or cost of goods sold. And then si balance sheet naman ay for the amount of the merchandise inventory in our current asset section. Okay? So, napakalaking halaga ni physical count because that would result to getting our ending inventory. Yan. So, meron tayong dalawang method in updating our ending inventory or our merchandise inventory as a whole, no? We have the adjusting entry method and the closing entry method. So, ang purpose natin in this method, no, in updating our merchandise inventory is to eliminate the beginning inventory and reflect the ending inventory. Meaning to say, si beginning inventory kasi, it is uh, hindi na siya relevant or irrelevant na siya. Why? Kasi after different transactions that happen for a business for a certain period of time, no, is na-update na dapat kung ano yung balance ni merchandise inventory. And dahil nga in records hindi tayo nakakapag-update, pero in existence ni merchandise inventory ay nagbabago na or may movement, no, when it comes to its quantity or cost, no, irrelevant na siya sa atin yung record ng ating beginning inventory. And then we have to reflect for the ending inventory because this is our merchandise inventory in the balance sheet section. Okay? So, very important na i-update natin si merchandise inventory at the end of the period because that's how periodic inventory system works. Okay? Mas pag-uusapan lang natin si periodic ngayon because that is most likely the complicated one, no? Kasi nga wala tayong update every transaction. Yan. Start muna tayo kay adjusting entry method. Si adjusting entry method, parang same lang din naman siya ng adjusting entries, no? Na we wanted to update the balances of our unadjusted balances ng mga accounts, no? So, dito, ang gagawin natin is yung una munang part, kasi ito yung importante yung purpose. Unang part is to eliminate the beginning inventory. That's how we will do with the first one. Okay? We have to debit the income summary. Okay? So, income summary. And then we credit the merchandise inventory beginning. Okay? Yan. So, yan yung ating magiging entry. And this entry is to remove the beginning balance of the merchandise inventory and transfer it to the income summary account title, no? So, pangalawang gagawin sa adjusting entry is to establish or to reflect the ending inventory. Okay? Ito na yung pangalawang part ng purpose ng dalawang methods. So, ang gagawin natin, we have the merchandise inventory ending and then we credit the income summary. Okay? So, this is to establish the ending balance of the merchandise inventory and deduct it from the cost of goods available for sale in the income summary. Okay. So, bakit ba natin kinikredit itong beginning inventory? Because we know na yung normal balance ni merchandise inventory, being an asset, no, is nasa debit balance, okay? Or debit balance yon. So, kapag credit natin ng buo si merchandise inventory, mag-zero out kasi yung merchandise inventory na account, no? And then, kapag nag-debit naman tayo, it is an increase. Pero dahil zero tayo, kung ano yung laman nito, ay yun yung magiging bagong balance ng merchandise inventory natin. And by that, no, na-update natin si merchandise inventory account. No? Yan. So, yun pa lang yung adjusting entry method. Well, pagdating sa closing method, parehas lang yan. Pero may pinagkaiba lang tayo with the closing method. May nakadagdag. Okay? Again, meron tayong income summary dyan. I-IS ko na lang. And then, merchandise inventory beginning. Pero, may kailangan tayong idagdag. Okay? Ito yung 1, ito yung 2. May kailangan tayong idagdag kapag nag-close tayo ng merchandise inventory beginning. So, ang idadagdag natin ay yung mga temporary accounts with debit balances. Take note, we are talking about closing entry na method. So, apart from updating the merchandise inventory account, we are also doing our closing entries. Meron yung 4, di ba? So, yung 4 na yun ay we close the expenses, the revenues, we close the income summary, account, and then we close the withdrawal. Okay? And by this one, no, ang kasama ng kino-close natin dito with the merchandise inventory beginning is yung mga temporary accounts with debit balances. We know na si merchandise inventory, meron siyang debit balance as its normal balance, no? So, dahil doon, isasama natin si merchandise inventory beginning sa kanya para kapag siniro out natin itong mga temporary accounts with the merchandise inventory beginning, magkakapareho lang sila ng nature. Therefore, ipagsama-sama na lang natin. So, ano pa yung mga temporary accounts with debit balances? Examples niyan ay expenses, no? Cost of sales, kasi pareha sila ng nature, si expenses siya si cost of sales. And then, we have the contra sales account. So, yung mga contra sales natin, such as sales discount, tsaka sales returns and allowances. So, yan ay mga contra sales account. We know na si sales, no? Si sales ay may credit, may credit balance na normal balance, okay? So, kapag contra sales, no, nasa debit kasi itong mga to. Okay, dinedebit sila in the normal recording of SD and SRA. So, kapag close natin, syempre, instead of debiting them, we have to credit them para ma-zero out din natin sila. So, we have here's SRA, tapos SD, tapos meron tayong mga expenses dyan, diba? Tapos cost of sales. Ano pa yung mga ibang mga may debit balance? Another one is meron tayong purchases. Okay? Yung purchases natin ay ano din yan? Kumbaga debit balance din, no? Another thing is yung trans-in. Yan, or transportation in. So, debit balance din sila, no? And then, yun na. Yun yung first one, no? Yung second one is, it's about the establishment of the ending inventory. Yung kanina kasi, we have to remove the beginning inventory and at the same time, closing the temporary accounts with debit balances. So, itong pangalawa ay establish the ending inventory and close the temporary accounts with credit balances naman. So, credit na tayo. Paano siya ginagawa? So, we have here MI and that's our debit. And then, credit natin ay income summary. Okay? Income summary. Yan. Tapos, since we are closing the credit balance at the temporary accounts with credit balances, i-debit natin sila para mag-zero out sila. Okay? Examples of those credit balances, accounts with credit balances are yung sales, contra purchases accounts, ano pa ba? Ayun, basta yun. We have the sales. Tapos yung contra purchases, ito naman yung mga PD, tsaka PRA. Yan. So, alam naman natin si purchases ay naka-debit balance. So, itong dalawang to, as contra purchases accounts, they are in the credit balance. So, i-debit natin sila para mag-zero out. So, we have PD and PRA. Yan. Okay. So, by that, no, by doing is nako-close natin again yung temporary accounts with credit balances and we establish the ending inventory. Okay? And that's how we do the closing entry method. Again, ang pinagkaiba nilang dalawa ni adjusting entry method is that si adjusting nakafocus lang kay merchandise inventory, pero si closing entry ay may kadugtong na mga temporary accounts that we have to close after a certain period of time. Okay? Yun. So, next one.